Free socks. Free socks.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting edition of the Triple B Experience. I'm your host, Bubba Brewer, and tonight we're going to talk some pulp cultures, and we're going to give our top 10 Marvel Comics characters. Good guys, bad guys, superheroines, super whatever. So it could be supporting characters, it could be anything. So tonight, we're going to talk a little pulp culture. Before we start getting talking, I'm going to bring him on. He is the host of West Virginia Mountaineer Mafia, and he's my co-host every Wednesday. Well, hold on. Every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and every Steeler game when we go live stream it. This weekend, Seattle, he did the whole show by himself. God bless him. He's special field correspondent, Shane Stodmiller. Hi, Shane.
Hi, guys.
How's it going?
This is show number 8 for the week.
Oh, yeah, for you? Yeah, you got what? How many West Virginia? 2 or 3 shows?
Two West Virginia shows.
And then, yeah, you got 1, 2, 3. This is 4. Yeah. My God. God bless you. Yeah. So, and we to round out the 3 tripods of pulp culture, he was on the show yesterday on Steeler Dynasty Podcast because he's a New England Patriots fan. He gave his expertise and his score. We shall see about 4:30 Sunday afternoon. But also he is the action figure connoisseur, and he is the pulp culture guru. And we're going to talk a little bit about pulp culture before we do our lovely competition as always here. But welcoming to the show is our man Cable. Hi, Cable.
Hey, how's it going?
Long time no see.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So guys, before we get into this lovely thing where there was 5,000 plus characters that we could have picked from, and we had to narrow it down to 10, I just wanted to let you guys know we can do an honorable mention of, we can have 5 in our honorable mentions. That's right, Shane. There is over probably 5,000, maybe 4,000 to 5,000 Marvel comic book characters.
Oh, wow, yeah.
In the comic book guru of lore. But before we, and I don't have one of those. I have the Marvel Guide comic books from A to Z. But also, too, I get my comic books, I have a digital, I pay a digital subscription on Marvel. So you can go on Marvel, Shane, anytime for free, and then you can look up any character you ever want, if you're ever curious, and you can find out their history and all that stuff. So,
wow, crazy.
Yeah. So before we get situated, you guys all current on Peacemaker, except for tonight's episode because we have our show at 9:00 when it drops. Are you guys up to? I know we didn't talk about episode 3. Now it's episode 4. So 3 and 4. I'll start with you, Shane. Did you watch 3 and 4? You can combine.
I did. They're bangers, man. They're fantastic.
What do you think about what do you think about Tim Meadows' character on this show?
I think he has bird blindness like you do, thinking those parrots are from Africa.
Yeah, I'm bad. But that was Sunday, and that's on the Steeler Dynasty Podcast. If you want to check out that small little vignette that I did the other day, that guy was an asshole. But Cable, how about episode 3? We'll go with 3. What did 3 piqued your curiosity?
I'm very interested in the storyline that they progressed in that episode. I think the main focus of Peacemaker getting to know Harcourt from that universe and trying to put the pieces together of what their relationship was with that universe's version of him. And, I never know how I'm gonna accept humor in different projects, especially when to me something shouldn't be played for laughs. And James Gunn, he nails it almost all the time, and I laugh at stuff that I would have thought I would have never laughed
See,
at. And
well,
when Rick Flag is
James Gunn has this quirky comedy sense. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
and I think there could be too much humor. I definitely think that's a thing. I think the MCU suffers from that a lot of the time. They
mm-hmm.
don't let you feel emotions, when something dramatic or sad happens before they come along. But anyway, what I was getting to was Rick Flag cutting it up in that scene where he's trying to spy on them while they're talking, and he kicks over the garbage can.
He looks like a
Joel
bumbling idiot.
Kinnaman, yeah, Joel Kinnaman was funny in that. I didn't expect that out of him, and that's something typically I might not like, but when it's just done so well, it's hard not to enjoy it. So I thought that episode was good. I really liked the time they spent on him trying to figure out what his status was in that universe.
Well, I didn't think that they were going to bring him back into that character. I mean, so that was a shocker that he came back. It's a shocker how fast his old man got healthy from Clayface from Creature Commandos. Like,
he did reference it this time, though. We did finally hear him. Yeah.
He did. But I think the guy, the John Cena that got the Peacemaker that got killed, I think was way worse than the original Peacemaker in that universe. I think there's something. I think he was a pill popper. Of course, he had some drugs. You know what I mean? And it's just not something's gonna go because it's never ever gonna be good in these multi-universe kind of things. So it's I don't know. And I try to watch the special the emergency awesomeness and try to catch stuff, but I don't know how many episodes there are. Is there 8? Because there's not too many. I don't think there's too many left. I don't think tonight would be 5.
I'm gonna say 10 at tops.
Okay, 10.
Yes,
okay,
10.
Because I think that they're gonna drop some Superman, some kind of Superman something at the end. I think. I don't know.
Okay.
Or some kind of, definitely some Guy Gardner stuff, and we'll have to see. Like, I don't know. And
I'd love to see them bring some Creature Commandos into it in live action.
I just watched that. It's really good. After you guys recommended it,
I told you.
All of it?
Oh yeah, all of it.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Yeah, the Tin Man episode's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I actually saw the down at New Dimensions down at the waterfront had the Creature Commandos like not the first appearance but the first together in a comic book. It was like $20 for number 1. I didn't pick it up though. And I told Cable that I did pick up the Batman Deadpool DC Marvel combo. So if anybody's listening, go out and get them before they're sold out. Because that's the one. That's the start of it. Because I think there's going to be a couple more crossovers in their comic.
You
book
say
selection.
Batman and Deadpool?
Yeah, Batman and Deadpool. Yes, in the same comic.
That seems like he would not put up with Deadpool shit.
He would not put up with Deadpool shit. But I think the episode 4 of the Buffalo just missed a fucking field goal. Wow. It's a close game. I got nothing in the stakes. Nothing in the stakes. Thursday night games, I hate them. But, I think the Eagly fucking everybody up was good. And then Michael Rooker, as we talked about, he plays this Indian character, and he looks about as Indian as I do. But you know what? Michael Rooker is a great actor. So it is what it is. And I got some people in the chat right now. Afton, good evening. Devil, hello. Thanks for coming on. And Larry said my personal Facebook was working. That's not the case. I don't know why. It's my Triple B Experience page, Facebook, that's working. I'm gonna have to get get a whole bunch of people to go to that, and then just do it that way. And maybe I'm thinking this idea, guys. Maybe go TikTok, and then put it on TikTok, and then see if it explodes. So that'll be something instead of my personal page, because this personal page that I'm doing, it's not working. I'm just trying to do it to get people to do it, especially for my wrestling show tomorrow, and it's just not working. So I'll have to tell people to go to the experience show, because I've been doing this for 3 weeks now. Nobody, I'm the only person that can watch this thing, and I try to do it, and it doesn't work. So, but have you guys watched anything else this past week?
Aliens, baby.
See, I'm way behind. You two are all in on that.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah. I haven't watched yesterday's episode yet, so I'm one episode behind. But it's one of the best things going right now. I'm not big on just TV in general at the moment. I think there's a lot of it that's just filler and content being pushed out there to keep streaming services afloat. But that's definitely one of the ones.
Let's talk about that a little bit here.
Then
Because before, when streaming services were coming about, it was all no commercials. Now everything is a different tier. The only thing I have is I have Disney. The Disney shows aren't commercialed, but if you go other things, they are. And I'm not buying that ESPN package. They can go kiss my ass. I'm not doing it. I don't care about WWE enough to go spend money on it anymore. I just don't.
Broke my heart.
Yeah, and it's just ridiculous. I know that like Paramount Plus is like $7.99, $9.99 for HBO Max. That's where AEW is going to be doing, and AEW pay-per-views you can get them for $30 instead of $60. They don't even give them to you for free on a fucking streaming app like that when you're paying for it.
One good thing. I used to spend $70 on fights, UFC fights.
Okay.
Now it's on Netflix, and that last fight, that boxing match, that was on Netflix. Last 2 title fights were fantastic.
You can get that stuff. Talk to Larry, and you can watch every UFC and boxing known to mankind.
But it's Netflix now. So,
Mickey, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. This is the Pulp Culture Show on the Triple B Experience. We appreciate everybody. I'm gonna try to get this channel like the Dynasty one, and try to get it watch hours and stuff, because I got some interviews I want to do one-on-one with a guy from Image Comics. I want to bring Jim Rung back on, but I think he wants to talk Steelers football. So
bring him on
we might do it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I just think there's a lot of people out there that I can bring on for interviews or just to do whatever. So, I have a format, so I'm just trying to use it. And I've been working with AI, and yeah, and I'm gonna bring this up.
Marsh from South Park.
I can't. There's some stuff that I can't. I couldn't do. Now I did this. I did the Black Panther, because we were talking. Getting ready to talk about Marvel. I did the Black Panther with the peace sign. Okay, but that was I tried to do everybody playing poker, and they wouldn't let me do it. Maybe it's because it's copyrighted or whatever on AI. And then I did the Hulk swimming, but it was like eh. And then I did this one. I did the Punisher, which that was AI.
Yeah.
And I got one for you. I can't lie. I do. Oh, this is a good one. You're going to be like, screw you, Bubba.
Oh.
Yeah, I did it last night. Yeah.
We shall see.
I know, but I was just messing around last night. So
yeah,
but I was trying to get some Marvel stuff, but it won't like. I think it's copyrighted stuff.
Okay.
I tried to have Black Panther and Captain America side by side, making the peace signal, and they wouldn't do it. So
Yeah.
I was trying to be a little bit creative, but it didn't work. So yeah, this streaming stuff is ridiculous. Like
It is.
I'm still buying, even though I have that stuff that I got from Lair. I'm still buying streaming stuff. So I have Paramount Plus, HBO Max, Disney, Netflix, and I have AMC because I had The Walking Dead, and then I need to get rid of it. But they have a lot of horror, and I'm not into that. But that's 5 streaming services that I can.
We have HBO Max, Paramount Plus, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Apple TV. I think that's it for streaming, and we still have cable, so I can watch football games and stuff.
I'm telling you, you guys got to talk to Larry. And then I paid. I don't know if he's still on here, but I paid $38 for three Android boxes. So, sometimes it spins a little bit, but for you, cable, you could probably get a channel out of New England and watch them all. Yeah. So, but yeah, Devil, just send them to me, brother. I'll put them on the show.
Okay, Mickey, I'm looking right now for it. Okay.
And Afton's got Prime, Netflix, Hulu, Paramount, and Apple. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, I forgot Peacock. And I got Peacock.
Oh, yeah, also. Peacock, too. Yeah. So,
it's so much.
Like you said, back when streaming first started, Netflix was the first, and they had everything. And then other places started, rolling the Hulu came out and stuff like that, and they started dividing up what you could stream, signing stuff to exclusive rights and everything. And I knew we were in trouble when TV channels and companies started making, like when Peacock announced their streaming. And there's been other ones that have failed and they're already not around. But there's so many streaming options now. They only carry half of anything that's good. We're getting so much shit content because there's a push to just fill screens with content and options, even though the majority of it sucks.
Right.
A lot of the time, you just end up watching stuff you've already seen, or
well, Peacock. I'll probably get rid of Peacock after, if there's no pay-per-views. I mean, I'll just fucking get rid of it. I don't think I'm paying for it now because I have the Xfinity on my internet, and I think for that I get it for free. But I mean, I can get any WWE content on YouTube, really. I know Mark from Steelers Nation Australia is like, guys, for YouTube, spend your $13, and I'm not doing that. I'll hit skip. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm okay because I usually watch YouTube when I'm at the gym or like here at the house. I can skip it real quick and I can watch.
YouTube's getting out of hand, also, though. I mean, I don't know if you watch like longer form videos, but I really probably watch YouTube more than I watch any other streaming stuff. Just all the content creators on there.
Too.
And then once you get to a video that's like a half hour or longer, you get hit with like a minute long ads that you can't skip. And so, money just drives everything. That's always going to be the story of the world, and we're always going to end up paying for it. No pun intended.
Shane, do you got YouTube TV?
No, I have the Hulu bundle that has Disney, ESPN. That's part of my package. And then I Paramount Plus I have for 1 month. I'm going to get rid of it. It just already canceled. HBO Max I just have until Peacemaker's done. Then I'll cancel it. And Amazon Prime. And then I don't have Netflix. I canceled it. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Amazon Prime. I forgot about that one, too.
Amazon Prime. I get it because
kids like Netflix. So it's renewed. My bad. So that's what I have.
Okay. Well, I mean, Amazon Prime. I forgot Amazon Prime because Tam has it because of packages. So I mean, that's what
we have. Yeah,
they're dickheads because
commercials
for
son of bitches.
Or you could pay for not having commercials. But for the longest time, however long they've been around, they were commercial free. And then, they got you because, like you said, I got a buddy that he has Amazon Prime and he has Amazon Video because he has Prime, because they order so much stuff. It makes sense to have Amazon Prime.
Sure.
So he said if we didn't use that, he would cancel his Amazon Video as a protest of the ads bullshit. But they got you because you want the Prime deals. So, you had no commercials for close to a decade. Now you got to, purchase an add-on to not get
Well, they're
commercials.
just trying to make, and the thing is though too now, like with my cable quote. I mean, I get all the TV series, but sometimes if I'm watching it, it could be one time it could be in English, and the next week it could be in. That's why I had to do AMC because the last episode of the book of Daryl Dixon and the Book of Carol, the last episode was fucking. It was so slow, it wasn't streamed right, and it wasn't done right. It was just you can hear the voice, but the picture is like lagging, and they never fixed it. And I'm like, fuck. So that's why I got it because it's coming out back in I think the end of this month, and then also too, I know Disney's. I still got to finish the Wakanda animated stuff, and then the zombie one's coming. Marvel Zombies is coming out next week. So, I've had Disney since it came out, and I think I'm grandfathered in. I think.
Yeah, I have it for cheap, but
anyway, Marvel Zombies.
Let's get to it, Bubba. Let's stop talking about. Stop talking about all this fucking old man stuff and start talking about some. I mean,
let's okay. No, this was Cable's doing last week. Top 10 Marvel comic book characters. Now, these characters could be good guys. They could be bad guys. They could be supporting cast. They could be male. They could be female. They could be transgender. I don't know. I mean,
androids.
Anything.
Huh? They could be anything.
Mr. Lump of Coal. It doesn't matter.
They could be whatever. But I mean, we gotta have. When we get to number one, and guys, you guys can on the chat can play. Still with us too on the Triple B Experience Facebook page. You can't play on my personal page because I'm the only one fucking watching it because StreamYard and Facebook, whatever. But I'm gonna switch that up. But we're gonna go to TikTok on this channel here because I'm just trying to do some research. Yeah. So the last, when we get to the number one, we can do our 5 honorable mentions, and then go that way. So these are all Marvel characters, and like I said, when we started the show, Marvel has probably 5,000 characters.
So no Batman.
No Batman. No Superman. That's DC. And I'm going to tell you right now, if we ever done a top of that, that would be very hard for me. That would be very hard for me to do.
DC would be harder than Marvel?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think I can get fucking 10 DC. Oh, yeah. I don't think I can get 10 DC. And it would be, well, there'd be a couple females probably in DC. I got no females here in Marvel, people. I'm sorry. I just don't. So.
No, I don't think I have them in my.
I mean, there's some people I missed. Hey, what's up, Lumberjack? That's your jam. Yeah, we're doing Marvel. He's all talking he's got DC. He's got Hawkman, Green Arrow, Aquaman.
I'm a big Super
Good to
Friends.
see you, brother. Good to see you.
I want to see a Super Friends movie, Brian. I want Gunn to not do a Justice League. I want him to just go straight to Super Friends.
Well, he would have to have the Wonder Twin powers.
Yeah.
If he had the Wonder Twins. Yeah, Wonder Twins. Shape of a giant ice dildo. And a big giant porcupine. That's what I'd be, because, well, I'm the same age, brother. I think we're about the same age. So my number 10, okay, is he's been in movies, but that's beside the point. He's one of the most violent characters in Marvel. And if Troy Fritz was on the show right now, he'd fucking be bitching at me. But my number 10 character is Frank Castle, the Punisher. That's my number 10.
Nice.
Shane?
I like your number 10, but I'm going to give you someone who's probably just as violent in the same probably rolls around the same neighborhood. Kingpin.
Oh shit! Villain right off the bat. God
Right off the
damn. Okay, right on. And he got his first start. You know where he got his first start in comic books, Shane?
Spider-Man.
He did. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely.
Both of them. Both of the number 10s so far.
Yeah. 129 of Amazing Spider-Man I do not have. I wish I did. I do not have that in my collection. Cable, you're number 10.
I'm swinging for the fences with my number 10. And yeah, and I know we're going to kind of muddy the waters and blur things here a little bit. If this was strictly MCU, this character would be a lot higher. But because I'm looking at it from a comic standpoint, number 10 is Iron Man.
Okay.
Wow.
I mean, he's a pillar, but from the 80s to the 90s, you know, growing up when comics were influential for me, Iron Man wasn't popular. He was a B-list character,
No, he was not.
C-list even. And I liked him because of his suits, but I didn't even know what he was, you know, and
he was a drunk. He was a rich drunk.
right, but,
Yeah.
you know, so many cool things of Iron Man didn't come about until close to the MCU or the MCU. You know, he's just a guy in a suit that looks like it's spandex with like metal cuffs and stuff, and they didn't turn him into a pilot until the late 2000s, you know, right before Iron Man came out.
And in the first Iron Man, it was in Vietnam. Like, he made his suit in Vietnam. You're both gonna laugh at me. He's not even on my fucking list. He's not even honorable mention.
It's understandable. I mean,
but I've collected him like most of my life. I have the original series. I don't have number 1. But I do have a lot of Iron Man comics, but he's not on my list.
Demon in a Bottle?
I don't have I know the storyline. I have the Obadiah Stane when he got it 200 when he, you know, kills himself and he beats Tony and takes over the international, his whole business, and he fucking kicked him out to the curb, and, you know, Rhodey took the suit of armor. I have that storyline.
Okay.
Because the Demon in the Bottle is very it's a little pricey. But I can get number 1. Like, his first appearance was in Tales of Suspense. So I could get, if I had money, I could get an Iron Man number 1. It's like $1,000 or a little over 1,000.
Wow.
I could get that. I could complete that series. I have a lot of them, but he did not make my list. That's why I had to say it. So,
well, before we get to number 9, I want to touch on that real quick. I'm so interested to see where these lists go because there's like my son,
characters.
Right, and my son, Iron Man is like the pinnacle because of how much his reputation has been built because of the MCU and the MCU's power in, you know, the zeitgeist and everything like that. So with people that draw their inspiration and their fandom from prior to the MCU, there might not be a lot of crossover. So I'm very excited to see the rest of the lists here.
Yeah.
I
figured I'd stun you with that one right off the gate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also excited to see Bills run in tied at halftime.
They tied it up like Afton said. Good. Fuck the Bills.
Fuck the Bills. That's what I said.
Yep.
I called that last night.
Yeah, I know. You don't like them. But it's also, I don't want to get him, you know, I like to see him trip up a little bit. And for you, that'd be good. So my number 9 is, he's been in movies. He's been played probably 10 times in movies. His first appearance I have, issue 181 of The Incredible Hulk. My number 9 Marvel character is Wolverine. That's way low, I'm sure. But yeah, that's it's not. I know. This is a crazy fucking. I'm telling you.
Wow.
And I have people that you guys got on your list that I know aren't.
I think my Hulk and your Wolverine are just intertwined. Like, I think if we look, they're going to be flip flop. But anyways.
Okay. Well, Shane, what's your number 9?
My number 9 is Winter Soldier, and he's probably not in the comics a whole lot, but
he is. He is.
Yeah,
He is.
especially in the last 10, 20 years.
It's
Yeah.
a great character, and is he a sidekick? Is he a main guy? I think the character has so many layers to it. You know, it's a good character. So
It's good.
That's a good character to
It
pick
is a good
because he
character.
was one of the few ones, in comics, there's certain characters that you just don't bring back from the dead.
He was one.
And he was one of them for the longest time. Bucky,
Yeah.
Similar to what happened in the first Avenger Captain America movie, he died, and they left him dead for probably about 60 years or so.
Yeah.
And then when he debuted as Winter Soldier, it blew everybody's mind.
That was the Ed Brubaker storyline
Yeah.
in Captain America, which I have a little bit. I don't have the first appearance of Winter Soldier because it's very expensive, but I do have the Ed Brubaker stuff, and I have a lot of Captain America. That's a workable series, the volume, because it started at I think because he was also in Tales to Suspense.
he's the
But he had
equivalent of the Hulkster becoming a heel.
what,
In my opinion.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah, right. Well, they had and he's been around since the '40s, Shane. When he was Bucky, he was on the original Captain America comic book. So, and then the Avengers, where it was the modern day appearance of Captain America at issue 4, and he was distraught over Bucky for decades, and then when they brought him back, he was Captain America too, and he was a Captain America with a fucking pistol. Bucky had a pistol as Captain America. He'd fucking shoot you.
Shiny suit.
Yeah, very shiny. So, Cable, you're number 9.
All right, well, knocking another pillar down this early on the countdown. My number 9 is Thor. Thor is an excellent character. I think that was a great move from Stan, and Stan had the idea to pull a character from Norse mythology and just incorporate it into Marvel, and that's that. And he's had a really good run the last 20 years. Jason Aaron did a fantastic
I have that whole series. I have
the first trade paperback that collects out like 5 volumes. I have one. I need to get the rest.
Gore to God Butcher almost destroyed Thor. I have that whole series. I have a lot of Thor collective in my comics. Thor is also another volume series that I could possibly get if I work at it. I believe there's 500 and some issues of the first volume. I have right now it's he's mortal, the mortal Thor, and that's number 1. I have that one. The immortal Thor already had its run, so he's like on 6 or 7 or 8 volumes already. So yeah, that's a good pick, man. That is a good pick. Good pick.
Thank you.
Number 8. I got him because to me he is one crazy motherfucker, and he has 3 personalities. He finally got somewhere in he made it, and his first appearance was Werewolf by Night, number 32. And I'm speaking no other than Moon Knight. Moon Knight got into the DC universe. Hopefully they captivate him in more roles.
Wow.
Moon Knight is I have a lot of the Moon Knight comic books. Right now it's the Fist of Khonshu. Very good. I haven't read it, but the covers are fucking amazing. So my number 8 is Moon Knight. And Moon Knight's the crazy Batman of Marvel. So
I'd argue the crazier Batman. I don't know that Bruce Wayne's all that sane. So
yeah, I don't know. They could. I would love to see DC Marvel team up of those two. That would be something. That could happen. That could happen, but I don't know how long I'll have to wait. But Shane, you're number 8.
Mine's kind of crazy. It's the Merc with the mouth.
Very nice.
That's a good one.
It is a very good one.
Yeah, I have his first appearance in New Mutants. I have his first appearance. I have his first appearance in the miniseries. I don't have his first appearance in his own comic book, but I can get it if I ever wanted it. But I do have his first appearance. I have a second appearance too, in X-Force 2. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, he's not even on my fucking list.
I believe it. I believe it.
Mine either.
He's not even an honorable mention on my
Believe
list.
I believe it.
I like him, but I just there's so many characters that sometimes the storylines are better, and that some of these guys, that's why I did the storylines. But
I mean, it's tough. It's all subjective to each of our personalities,
it's
and
fucking hard.
you know,
it's hard.
yeah, it wouldn't be any fun if we had the same list.
Right. So, Cable, you're number 8.
All right. Well, so my number 8. I'm not doing this on purpose. This is just how it shook out. What's on your shirt there, Bubba?
Captain America.
It's now. I don't want to go too into detail in case we ever do another countdown. But if we do ever tackle MCU countdown, it's going to be much different where Captain America lands. But yeah, he's my number 8. He's on there because he's one of the first, for Marvel.
Right.
And for a long time, I just didn't get him. And he same thing as Iron Man, Thor. When I was the height of my kiddom, the Avengers characters weren't really anything. They were in the background.
For me, they were growing up.
Right.
And I believe Captain America is the greatest leader of the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
I've always thought that. And he always demanded respect, and
he treated people with respect.
Yeah, he's the American way. That's what everybody needs to be. Everybody needs to be Steve Rogers in real life, and the fucking world would be a lot better.
Yeah,
that's a good one. And I have a lot of Captain America comics. And like I said before, when Shane said Winter Soldier, I mean Captain America. Right now, the new comic book, there's another Captain America in recent time, and it's a different guy. So that's a good one. That is a good one.
Yeah.
Number 7. Number 7 will probably, even on this list, you guys will be like, holy shit. Okay? I liked him because his first appearance was in Avengers number 9, and Cable knows where I'm going with this, maybe. He's a reformed villain. He was a part of the Masters of Evil with Baron Zemo, but he was also a rival of Tony Stark in his business world. And he couldn't compete with Tony, and Tony was a fucking prick. So he was losing money. So he had he went under. He has his brother. His brother is called the Grim Reaper. But also, too, when he died, his brain pattern was saved and put into the Vision. So realistically, in the storylines of the comics, Simon Williams as Wonder Man is the brother of the Vision also. And that is my number 7. I've always liked Wonder Man. I have his I like him as the if you bring him up with the red jacket, that's what I like. The red jacket with this fucking shades, because he's a Hollywood stunt guy. Now in December, MCU is bringing him to life. Hopefully it's very entertaining. When the Wonder Man was part of the Avengers the first time, it was him and the Beast were inseparable. They had a friendship and a bond that they were joking around, but they were still, when it came down to the nitty gritty, they were there for each other. But he just didn't feel at the time that he was a superhero. He died. He come back. He had a thing for Scarlet Witch. I mean, realistically, because the Vision has his brain pattern. So there you go. But my number 7 was Simon Williams, Wonder Man. So Shane.
Wow, that's crazy. Because I have Scarlet Witch.
Oh,
there you go. Yeah.
First female on the list.
Yeah, and then I have 2 honorable mentions, but that's crazy. Scarlet Witch.
Okay, right on. Cable.
All right, my number 7. Now this is where my tastes really start to take over the list. The first few were they kind of earned their spots onto the list, but like I said, I don't have any real strong ties to them. My number 7 is, I believe, only the second villain we've covered tonight, and so far, I believe the second mutant that we will be covering tonight. One of the best X-Men villains of all time, Apocalypse.
Oh, he said he thought you were going to say Magneto.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
I love Apocalypse.
Good character.
Magneto's great too.
They didn't redo him in the movie though.
They did do him right. Yeah. You know, I was very excited that they were going to do X-Men Apocalypse, and they just butchered that whole storyline. You know, Apocalypse doesn't pop up a whole lot, but when he does, he usually makes it count. You know, the whole changing Angel into Archangel, and then that design lasting for as long as
maybe he'll be doing that in the comic book. Maybe he'll be doing that in the comic book. Changing.
Maybe. And even the
cartoon. In the cartoon.
Okay. The newer stuff, the House of X, the Krakoa era of X-Men, with him not necessarily being a villain anymore because it was all the mutants banding together more or less. Right. I loved what they did there too. So I love his Ancient Egypt origins that date the whole way back, his power set, everything about it. I think he's one of my favorites.
Okay. Well, my number 6 is my first and only villain. He's going to be. We saw him briefly, very briefly. In the comic book, he has his own country, and he's been around, and he's been a thorn in the side of Fantastic Four for numerous times. Now he's the Sorcerer Supreme, and like I said last week, I'm reading him in the Red Hulk, and he is just one bad motherfucker. Dr. Doom is my number 6. Victor Von Doom. I dressed up at him in a Halloween costume one time, and I had fireworks on the gloves. I shot him, and they exploded in my fucking hands. But I had a metal thing. I had a metal thing. I went to Cycads with it on, and yeah, it was. Now you could buy the Doctor Doom helm, his mask. And if I ever get cash, besides Aaron Rodgers, and if I have a little bit of play money, I would definitely buy a Doctor Doom helmet and fucking put it around. I'd wear it on the fucking show if I had it. I would.
It might be going on my Christmas list this year. I might put a spot on my wall for it and everything.
Yeah. Cameo opens the door to the bathroom. Bubba's taking a shit with his Dr. Doom mask.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, my wife would want me. The time I dressed up as Darth Vader, and there's pictures. I tell you what, and she loves Star Wars, and there's a picture of me and Vader and her and some like Warrior Xena outfit or something. Yeah. It was good. That was a Halloween costume party. But yeah. So Shane, you're number 6.
I'm just. This is reheat of what Cable had. Thor. I mean, Thor is a fantastic Norse. You know, he's a god, and the stories are great, and they did a great job when they put him into the movies. And what can you say?
Deadpool. I know when they had Thunderstruck, when they had Eric Masterson, it was like, maybe 20 some issues where he had the power of Thor, and he actually died. And I did like that character because he was penciled by Ron Frenz out of Pittsburgh, and I actually got the.
Oh wow! I didn't know that. I have his figure on the wall here.
Oh yeah, I got his figure too.
Okay.
And I have his first issue, and I have it signed by Ron, and then I have the whole series because he went against a guy called the Bloody Axe, he was like an executioner type. He had an axe, and that was his mortal enemy during a comic run. But okay, number 6, Cable.
My number 6 is my first female character covering.
I feel bad. Jesus Christ, I feel terrible. Go ahead.
Okay, you can hate women, Bubba. That's no problem.
I don't hate women. I love women.
We all do here. Staying in the mutant world, villain and hero at different times. Very troubled.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Emma Frost.
Jean Grey?
Yeah. Jean Grey, Phoenix, Dark Phoenix. The whole Dark Phoenix saga, one of the best X-Men stories ever told. So good that they will never be able to tell it in live action. No. The X-Men animated series did a very good telling of it in the early 90s.
It's very expensive comic to get too. It's not cheap.
Yeah.
It's you can get it, but it's not. It's
Mhm.
like 138, 137, 136 in that era. The John Byrne, Christopher
Yeah.
Claremont.
Yes.
You know, that's when the X-Men were the shit, man.
They were on top of
Yeah.
the world. And then
Yes.
20 years later, they were again with Jim Lee. But, she was part of the original team. She's been around since the get-go. She was a damsel in distress for a lot of her early years. But she's made up for it, and I think she's, the heartbeat of most X-Men teams. So
Yeah.
that's my number 6.
Okay, I'm feeling like a smack off because I don't have a female in any of my stuff. My number 5 is one of the greatest comic book stories. One of the greatest comic book stories ever is Marvel Team Up issue 7, when the champion comes to Earth, and in the boxing, he actually brings 7 of the strongest individuals into the boxing match, and it's a inspiring comic book, kind of like Rocky or whatever. I mean, he had Hulk, he had Colossus, he had Thor, he had Wonder Man. Everybody didn't do it right, and they got disqualified. And then if anybody could last 3, I think it was 3 rounds, and then he would not perish the world. And this number 5 character is Benjamin J. Grimm as the Thing. The Thing was getting his ass fucking handed to him. He was fucking, his eye was fucking shut. He was beat the fuck, had the whole world fucking cheering and supporting him on, and he stayed toe to toe just based on soul, just tenacity. I mean, that's how Ben Grimm is, just tenacity and fighting spirit. And then he lasted it, and a champion said, spared the whole fucking world in that boxing thing. And you can get it fairly economically sound. I mean, I got the Marvel 2-in-1s where he would tag up with everybody. He's a major part of the Fantastic Four. I don't have that first issue. I wish I did. I have a lot of Fantastic Four in my collection, but number 5 was the Thing. Shane?
My number 5 is the Punisher.
Oh,
Okay.
Every other platoon in Iraq had a skull like the Punisher on the back hatch of their up armored Humvee.
Mm-hmm.
So that just says something when you have every unit wanting to have a call sign that has something to do with the character. So there you go, Frank Castle.
yeah,
I
absolutely.
can't wait till he's in Spider-Man: The Brand New Day. He's in season 2 of Born Again and Daredevil, which actually today they already renewed season 3 already. So
I did not see that.
That's
Okay.
good for Marvel fans like all 3 of us. And so number 5, Cable.
All right, my number 5 is not within arm's reach, so you don't get a display of it on this one. Villain for sure. Multifaceted, I would even say. He's done a lot of different roles across the Marvel brand. Norman Osborn / Green Goblin. Everything he did as the Green Goblin. Them having him kill Gwen Stacy led to a whole different era in comic books. It changed the landscape when the night Gwen Stacy died happened. Then they take him and they have him as Iron Patriot, leading the Dark Avengers, and leading the charge into.
So that was a great pick.
Nice, awesome. To Asgard when it was over Oklahoma, and trying to do the Rain storyline, and he's president, I think, at one point also, wasn't he?
He was leader of Shield, and he called it
Hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
But yeah, so I love his arc through the years of starting off as just Harry's dad and the Green Goblin, and then everything they've done with him to make him this presence that just looms over the Marvel world.
Good pick. Good. You guys picked a lot of villains. Picked a lot of villains. Buffalo.
They're my favorites. That's why I'm a Patriots fan.
Yeah.
I understand. Number 4. He was part of the Avengers when it was just him, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, and Captain America. That was all part of the Avengers after the main founding fathers of the Avengers left. The Incredible Hulk only was an Avenger for 2 issues. That was it. In the original fucking Avengers. 1 and 2. He also was the leader of the West Coast Avengers.
Ooh, I know who you picked.
Yes. And I have that whole series, the mini-series, I love the West Coast Avengers. I just got the last episode of Volume 4 of the West Coast Avengers. He wasn't in that one, which pissed me off because he should have been. He also was leader of the Thunderbolts at one time in issues like 30s to maybe 50 or 60, because that's 175 issues of that volume of Thunderbolts, and there was no super soldiers in the movies. It was the comic book was totally different. He's a wise ass. He's great. He's funny. Even in the DC, the MCU, he had his own TV show. He could have been a little more of a character in the first Avengers. They could have made him Jeremy Renner a little bit more, but my number 4 is Hawkeye, Clint Barton.
Nice.
I was thinking of putting him in there. He's definitely one of my favorites. Because he's just pure skill.
Yeah. Yep.
Number 4, Bubba, right? Number 4?
Yep, number 4.
He's big. He's mean. He's green. Hulk.
Okay. All
So
right.
now it's 4.
Okay. Cable, you're number 4.
My number 4, somebody took a stab at this on one of my earlier entries. I think you're going to keep hearing this, one of the best Marvel villains, better than the previous ones, Magneto. I absolutely love Magneto as a character.
A lot of villains on your...
I do. I think if a villain is written and developed in an interesting way, or a good way, that makes them so much more of an interesting character. It's just like, wrestling. It's the cool heels or anti-heroes like Stone Cold Steve Austin. They're just badasses. And Magneto's got some of the most badass moments throughout Marvel Comics history. He's ripping the adamantium off of Wolverine's bones, tearing Apocalypse apart.
Patriots fan.
But he has his reasons. He was a Jewish man that went through the Holocaust. He saw the ugliness of man.
Yes.
So he's got his convictions, and you understand them, And he buried Red Skull alive in a metal fucking casket.
And even in the movies, he's played to the T.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Red Skull's good too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the Red Skull. Ugh. My number 3 is the guy I got on the shirt, Steve Rogers, Captain America. I mean, his leadership qualities are great. And he also trained, that's how Hawkeye got to be a leader, by training with Captain America. And his truth and justice and the American way. He's a scrawny little kid, but he had the fighting spirit, and that's what it doesn't matter what the odds are. Captain America is always going to try. So my number 3 is Steve Rogers, Captain America.
Unfortunately, Bubba, I have to agree 100%. I too have Captain America at number 3.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me bring the mood down. You guys have potentially the most heroic hero of all time, and I'm taking us back to the dark side here. I think this is my favorite Marvel villain of all time. I think he's one of the best handled and crafted villains in the Marvel Universe. He just slightly edges out Magneto for me. Doom.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I cannot put into words how excited I am for the potentiality of Doomsday and where they go now that they finally brought Doom in.
He's a badass in the comic books.
He is. He
He's
ultimately is.
right now. He's a Sorcerer Supreme, and he's taking
Mhm.
no fucking prisoners. Like I said last week about the Red Hulk series, which is very, very early. You could get it really, really economically sound. I mean, he is a dick. He blew up that whole fucking nuclear fucking power plant because he knew Ross was coming. He is. Look, to me, he's probably the greatest Marvel villain.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I agree. And for the past 30 years, probably in comics, that's when he decided to stop only being a Fantastic Four problem and just a Marvel problem in general. You know, I think in the late 90s, they had the storyline where he made vibranium inert for a while. Or that was the early 2000s, I think. But, you know, he just, you combine his genius intellect with his tech abilities, with his magic abilities. He's a dictator of a country, and they love him for that because they are in an efficient, well-run country in most tellings. They're happy to be led by him. He just wants to be, wants that country left on its own devices. And he's so petty. He's a dick, like you said. He's got that,
Secret Wars, he tried to take the power of the Beyonder in the original Secret Wars, and he was kicking everybody's ass.
Right, and then, the 2015 Secret Wars, he becomes God Emperor Doom and rewrites the entire universe. So him and Magneto, 3 and 4, they were very close, but just the personality of Doom and the petty dickness of him, he edged out Magneto for me.
Okay, good pick. Okay, my number 2, people will probably say it's the most popular super hero in Marvel. It's also it's been a teenager most of his life. So when people use that, I'd say he was an adult. No, he was a teenager. Peter Parker, Amazing Fantasy 15, Amazing Spider-Man, by Steve Ditko in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. He's the one who drew it. Stan Lee wrote it. I have a lot of... Spider-Man's probably my most comic books that I have of any character, I think. Very, very a lot. With the, the team-up, the Marvel team-up, I try to... That's 150 issues. I almost have that whole complete. Spectacular Spider-Man, Web of Spider-Man, Sensational Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man's Volume 1, which I don't have number 1. I wish I did. They're very expensive. And that volume is like 7 or 8 now. I have like three or four complete runs of Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my number 2, probably the most popular Marvel character of all time. I mean, and Tom Holland did a great job. Toby did a great job at that time, and so did Garfield at that time too, because I am used to a 1970s guy where he just beat up bank robbers. So any type of Spider-Man in the movies was something to be appreciative. And Spider-Man, I have him on the wall right here. Crisis on Campus, 68, as he flies over to campus. He's fought everybody. And actually, one of his greatest stories of all time that I remember is Amazing Spider-Man 229, where he went one-on-one against the Juggernaut and he fucking beat him without no powers. When he had the power of the Captain Universe, he punched the fucking Incredible Hulk the whole way to the fucking moon. I mean, and it's a great Todd McFarlane fucking cover with the Gray Hulk and Spider-Man punching him. McFarlane did a great fucking run on that Spider-Man on 297 to about 325. And I have all them. I have the first appearance of Venom at 300 on the wall. So, yeah, Spider-Man's my number 2. Sorry, I get into this little history kind of thing, but...
I do the same thing.
Yeah, go ahead, Shane.
I have Wolverine at number 2.
Okay, good pick. Good pick.
Yeah, very good pick.
I have him at, like, I can't believe I have him at so far low at 9, but there's so
Can't
many
believe it.
fucking figures. So, Cable, you're number 2.
All right, I'm going to piggyback off you, Bubba. My number 2, I think Spider-Man and Batman. They battle for the most popular superhero of all time, where we're at in the world these days. I got a whole wall color
Jesus Christ.
coded
Fuck.
for them.
Holy
Uh,
fucking action figures. Holy
You
shit.
can't argue. He's one of the most influential characters of all time in comic books.
No.
You have
And
Underoos?
was
You remember,
that?
you remember Underoos? Bubba and me do. They're underwear.
I
when
do.
you're Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he was everywhere at a time where superheroes weren't everywhere. He was one of the ones that was mainstream, and like you said, Bubba, he's one of the most
Yeah,
classic.
I don't have the issue where him and Superman fought. I don't have that one.
Mm,
I don't have that one. I wish I did.
yeah.
But yeah, he's fought everybody. His rogue of villains is, and Batman's villains rogue is just neck and
Uh-huh.
neck.
Yep, I agree 100%.
And Devil said number 2 was Venom.
Ooh.
Not even on my list, but I have the first appearance, and I do have a couple. I do have some. I collect Venom. I don't get Venom. Here I go. I didn't get the new Venom. I got the first issue. I think I got issue 1 and 2, but then I got issue number 5, which the new Venom is fucking Mary Jane, which fucked me off. So I got that one, and yeah, and that fucked me off because I thought it was going to be Luke Cage.
Mm.
I wanted to see Luke Cage as the power. Oh, I'd have to look for it, brother. I don't know if I have it still. I'm not sure.
Drum roll.
You gotta send it to me. He did a great. Devil did a great picture of Venom. I know I have a picture of Venom around here somewhere. I have a picture of the Hulk, and matter of fact, hold on, I'll get it real quick. Go ahead, you guys keep talking.
Well, yeah, it's your turn.
Well, yeah, it's his turn. So, should we do our honorable mentions while we wait?
I mean, we can recap them because I don't want Bubba to miss them either, though.
We'll wait. We'll wait for Bubba's. So there's just some that just blow. I just can't believe that some of the ones that are just off the list. Just as a head scratcher, I had Hawkeye on my list and I moved him off because I thought,
Yeah.
you guys aren't going to you're going to laugh at me if I put him there. But no, that's great. I'm glad that you guys at least put him on there.
Yeah, and the variety is awesome, and it tells a little bit about each person with how their list is. And obviously mine was very influenced from my childhood, and I was lucky enough to grow up at a time where we had all these amazing cartoons, and that's what turned me into a superhero fan, not the comics. I'd pick up random comics here and there as a kid, but it was the cartoons.
Yeah, the cartoons were what did it for me. So let's see what
Okay.
you have, Bubba.
Yeah.
I will.
Need to
Hold
zoom
on.
in here.
Hold on. That's shit. Shit. There we go.
No, we can see it now.
That's an original Ron Frenz, the Incredible Hulk kicking Thor's ass. I got this in Patty's paperback in the 90s. 1991. Original fucking artwork. Didn't cost
That's
me
awesome.
anything. Didn't cost me anything because I talked to him. He was cool as shit. Now, I drew this. Might be a little better because of the blackness. I did this.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I do have a little bit of skill. A little bit. But yeah. That was wait, where am I at? Okay. Yeah. Oh, now I got you messed up. That's okay. Yeah, I just wanted to, yeah. So and Devil said he's going to resend it, and then if he shows it, I'll definitely show it next week.
Drum roll.
Okay. I'm going to do my honorable mentions first. Okay. My honorable mentions is Thor. Black Panther is an honorable mention. He is the king of Wakanda. Nightcrawler. I always liked Nightcrawler. And there's probably a lot more that I could have put. Okay, this one here is one of the greatest storylines that I've ever read in my entire life. This, and I know I've said this numerous times on this podcast from 2018 to now. He got in trouble, smacked his wife, got kicked out of the Avengers. The Masters of Evil came to the court, fucking broke him out of court, and took him to his name was smeared all over the place and blah, 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 blah. And he beat everybody of the Masters of Evil with his intelligence, with not even having a costume. And he was at one time Ant-Man, Yellow Jacket, Goliath, and Giant Man. I'm talking about Hank Pym. Not the fucking MCU Pym, the fucking, but I think he's died in comic books, and he resurrected because he actually is the one who made Ultron, not Stark, not Banner. But that when he fought everybody, and Egghead was going to kill him because Egghead, blackmailed him and made it look like he did everything, and Hawkeye showed up and killed Egghead, and saved him because he was going to kill Pym. The Volume 1 Avengers 229 was probably the redemption story of all time, and that's in the 80s, man. So, and also one more, he is the leader in the comic books. He is the leader in the original Guardians of the Galaxy, Vance Astro, because he got the Captain America shield. The original the only volume, because it was Marvel Comics Presents the Guardians of the Galaxy, with Charlie 27, Matriarchs, Vance Astro, and all those guys. Well, they did, in the 90s, they did 1 to 62, and Vance actually got the Captain America shield, and he was blue and white in a costume, because if he ever took it off, because he's 2,000 years old. So Vance Astro was my honorable mention. And my number one, of course, everybody knows, I have every comic book, Volume 1. I have the whole complete series collection of Volume 1 of The Incredible Hulk, except for the original 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I do not have those. Those are very expensive. The first issue of The Incredible Hulk could cost you at a 9.9 or something close to $300,000. I do not have that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I can get maybe 5 and 6 for like $600 to $800 at a graded 2.0. Those are the 6 issues that I do not have. I have every single Incredible Hulk volume. I have the Planet Hulk, World War Hulk. I have the Immortal Hulk. I have the Hulk Now. It's a horror movie kind of thing. I have every Hulk except for those six original ones that started it all. I don't have those. Those are expensive. So that's my lineup. So I'll still go with Shane. Who's your honorable mentions, unless you already said it, and who was your number one?
Magneto, great villain. Should have been in my top 10. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. Magneto, great. Rocket Raccoon.
Okay.
Jean Grey. Storm. Storm, guys. What a great character. And Doctor Doom. My number one. You guys have already had them as your top 3.
Uh-huh.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
How about you? That's the Superman of the MCU right there. So,
well, here's honorable mentions for Devil was Daredevil,
Ghost
Thor,
Rider.
Ghost Rider's good. I have the first appearance of Ghost Rider too.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Ghost Rider number 1. I have the first appearance. I think it was number 5, issue 5. I found it in a garbage.
Bubba froze a little bit.
People-
He's gonna come back. Don't worry, guys. He'll be
I
back.
froze.
He's back.
Yeah, I picked it up when I found it in like a dumpster, like garbage, and it's fucking.
Wow.
The comic book is still fucking good.
What,
Yeah.
what'd you find?
Ghost Rider, the first appearance of Ghost Rider I have, and at one time it was worth like $275, and it was
Do you
Johnny
still have it?
Blaze. Oh fuck yeah, I have all my books. The only book I ever sold was an issue 350 of Captain America in Florida. When I moved, and Cable knows, when I moved to Florida, I sold that and a WrestleMania 10 fucking VHS tape. That's all I ever sold at my store. That was it. That was all. Yeah. So, okay. Devil, I got your email, but it's not loading up. I will bring it out next week, because I have an idea next week about going off the same thing. So, Cable, your honorable mentions.
All right, my honorable mentions. Yeah, Venom,
Okay.
Doctor Octopus,
Ooh.
Thanos,
Ooh. Okay. God damn, you got a lot of
Storm.
fucking guys. Storm.
like mine. Yeah, and Daredevil.
Oh,
Okay.
snap.
Those are my 5 honorable mentions. Any of them are close to being on there. And my number one of all time, Bubba probably knows this, I would imagine. I think I'm going to swivel to my other wall here. It's a little bit more clogged. You can't see it. Yellow with the red belt and the blue tights. Wolverine.
I figured.
He's the best at what he does. That's why that wall is yellow behind me. He's my absolute favorite. X-Men were on top of the world along with Spider-Man and Batman when I was a kid. You know, you didn't get any cooler than having 12-inch blades come out of your hands as a kid.
And smoking a stogie and drinking a beer at 12 too.
Being near invincible. All of it. It was, you know, he's like the terminology we like to use in wrestling all the time. In the Marvel Comics, Wolverine was the ultimate badass. He still is. And as I got older, I appreciated all the lore around his backstory, his origins, and that he's been around for as long as he has. I love history, so seeing him throughout history in different points in time is very fun to me. So, yeah, Wolverine will always be my number one Marvel.
Okay, good. This is great. This is a great list. Now, piggybacking off this list, because I just thought of it, and I've always wanted to do this, because I'm always good about, I love teams. So next week we can do 1 through 10. Shane will probably have to, you know, he'll research a little bit, but that's okay. 1 to 10 villains or good guys or bad guy teams, it doesn't matter. Our top Marvel, we're going to stick with the Marvel stuff because DC's, that's coming. And that's going to be harder. Picking 10 DC guys is going to be very hard. Superheroes be very hard for me. We're going to do our top 10 Marvel Comics teams of all time. And we can have 2 honorable mentions.
We don't want to combine Marvel and DC just for the team list.
No.
Okay.
Should we do 10 or just like 5?
Oh no, there's a ton. There's a ton.
All right.
I'm gonna have a tough time with this one, even Bubba.
Well, this'll be it'll be hard.
The homework assignment.
Yeah, it'll be a homework assignment for you too. Me, I'll be okay.
I mean, I can list 10 teams. I just don't. You know, I don't have a lot of connections to that many teams.
But I will give you guys. We'll each do 2 honorables, so it'll be a total of 12.
Okay.
And there's a lot of teams out there.
Chat GPT.
There you go. But guys, another great show and top 10 picks. That's
Yeah.
These are good. I like these. I mean,
The countdowns are awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna keep doing this stuff. You know, there's a lot of topics we can do. There's tons. We're just gonna stick with the Marvel stuff. And Devil said his number 1 was Captain America. Good pick. So and Devil, I had it on my email, but it wasn't loading. So I'll definitely get it for next week for sure. But
Before you
guys,
sign off, I wanted to mention it at the top of the show or work it in, and we didn't get to it. I think we'd be remiss if we didn't bring up RIP to Robert Redford on a pop culture show.
Good, yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a big one
Yeah.
we lost there.
Speaking of that, real quick, what would be your best Robert Redford movie?
Oof.
You get one.
I mean, I really like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. That one's hard to top. All the President's Men is really good. I fucking hate Jeremiah Johnson.
Oh, I was watching that the other day.
I had to sit through that as a very young kid so many times, and that movie does not grab your attention as a kid. So if I watched it now, I might like it, but it was so boring when I was like 7 years old.
Uh-huh.
So
I would say The Natural for me.
Me too. Either of that or runs through it if he just because
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
Yeah.
That was a good
that's a good
movie.
one.
I mean, he was a
That was a
great
good one.
actor. I mean, you're not going to see
Mhm.
actors like that. I on my Facebook, I've been sharing a lot of his stuff because he bought like 200 acres out there and he did a Sundance festival, and I shared him with a play with him and Paul Newman. We're talking to each other like 3 feet away on the phone from long distance, and it was like a play, and it was very, very good. And you're not going to get actors like that anymore. You really are not. But
And,
yes, I appreciate you bringing that up.
He even popped up in the MCU. Alexander Pierce,
guy.
Winter Soldier, and Endgame. Yeah,
Yeah, he was a bad guy. He's
yes, he
definitely a bad
was.
guy.
he was what 80 then, 79,
Yeah.
80.
Yeah.
Well, he looked good for his age.
Good show,
he
guys.
He was a ladies' man. He was a ladies' man. So, okay, well, guys, thank you guys so much. That'll be your homework for next week. Picking the top 10 Marvel characters teams.
Yeah.
Teams. Bad or good. Bad or good. Okay. Yeah. Okay, brother. Yeah, just send it to me. I'll definitely bring them up next week. But hey, hit like and subscribe. Shane, thank you as always. Cable, thank you as always. Good luck Sunday.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I think we're both going to need it.
Yeah. Well, you're the only Patriot fan I like. So
That means a lot.
yeah. Okay, guys. Well, thank you guys so much. Everybody in the chat, thank you for Devil. Thank you as always. I'll get that stuff, and I'll be back tomorrow to talk wrestling and see how that goes. And if it goes okay, that's fine. It is what it is. But Sunday at 12:30, myself and Shane will be doing a live stream on a Steeler Dynasty podcast, Steelers versus New England. So, okay, everybody, have a great night and a better tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Good night, Shane. Good night, Cable.
I know. Right.
So, yeah.